Anti-black racism is on full display right now in the Ukraine, and to be honest, it's really on full display throughout the entire European diaspora. What's being shown to black people globally is that it doesn't matter what the circumstances are, war or no war, you are not one of us regardless of your education or financial status. The first clip that I'm going to show you is of a woman from Zimbabwe who currently resides in Ukraine and is attempting to leave the country to save her life from the Russians who are invading. Now, when she gets to the border of Romania, do you think it's the Romanian military that's preventing her from crossing the border to get into Romania as she flees for her life? No, it's Ukrainian citizens circling her vehicle, stopping her from entering into Romania. In her tweet, it states this: "We have reached the actual border, experiencing some threats of violence from some local Ukrainians who don't believe we should enter. This man keeps circling our car." Now here is the clip of her encounter.
King, Парк. One you, я тобі зараз скажу, хто я. Привіт, я зараз цей телефон.
Now here is her follow-up tweet, which states this: "The locals are circling our car, not allowing us to pass and being aggressive." When she says the locals, she is not talking about the Romanian government or military, which is actually at the border. No, she's talking about Ukrainian citizens attempting to stop her from entering into a country that's not even theirs. Now here is a different clip, this time of the Ukrainian army blocking Africans from boarding the rescue train headed to Poland. Now, mind you, these are students who were in the Ukraine studying to become engineers, mathematicians, and other STEM-related degrees. These people are highly educated, but in the eyes of the Ukrainians, that means nothing because you are still black. This European racism is even being seen across multiple mainstream media outlets worldwide, as they appear to be in complete shock that something like this could be happening in Europe, because we all know that tragedies of this magnitude only happens in the third world, right?
Now the unthinkable has happened to them. And this is not a developing third world nation. This is Europe.
Me, I'm sorry. It's very emotional for me because I see European people with blue eyes and blonde hair being killed, children being killed every day with Putin's missiles and his helicopters and his rockets.
And so, of course, I understand and respect the emotion.
Now, brothers and sisters, this is only the tip of the iceberg concerning the multitude of clips that I have of news outlets as well as of Ukrainian citizens putting their racism on full display. But I'll save those for this week's live stream with me and Rob. That's either going to be airing tomorrow or Wednesday, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so that you can be present when we put out all the receipts during the live stream. But until then, I want to leave you with this. What's triggering all of this overt racism is embarrassment. They simply cannot believe this is happening to them. Yet in the midst of their embarrassment, in the midst of all this war, gunfire, death, family separation, and now the threat of nuclear attacks, in the midst of all of this white on white violence, which is the worst kind of violence, by the way, because this is the kind of violence that leads to world wars. This is the kind of violence that actually threatens our very existence as a species. Folks love talking about black on black crime in Chicago, but you see, what happens in the hoods of Chicago have no effect on the people outside of those neighborhoods. Yet white on white violence in Europe literally threatens the existence of humanity across the entire globe. But I digress. My apologies. Now, as I was saying, in the midst of all of this sheer madness going on in Europe, the one thing that they are making sure to let you know is that no matter how bad we may currently look, we are still better than you. And don't you ever forget it. And with all that being said, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you either tomorrow or Wednesday on the live stream, where we will be carrying on with this discussion and revealing all of the on-the-ground clips of the anti-Black racism happening in the Ukraine, as well as across global mainstream media outlets. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you then.